Hello and welcome to Tomb Raider 2 Remastered, doing the Bathrobe Lara meme playthrough. We're in the final few levels now, so this stream could be anywhere from an hour to two, maybe 2.5, but whatever the case, we're going to be finishing the playthrough in this stream.
Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Hello there, Dumbledore. How's things? It's one of these save every 5 seconds days. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hey there, Lone. Hope things are going well. Thank you for leaving the lurk. Hello, Ryu. How's things, dude? Oh, nice. That's good to hear that you're going well. Okay, Ryu, so looking in Discord now, your poster for an alternate version of the massive guilty pleasure that is the live-action Street Fighter movie starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Nice. Ryu and Guile. I still remember being so excited to go see that movie. I was pestering my parents the whole day. And then they were like, okay, we'll take you. It seems so funny, though, because the following year Mortal Kombat would come out, and arguably that is the much, 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 much better video game adaptation. So it's funny that I was excited for the Street Fighter one as well. But I guess it was just because, video games. At that point, I'd seen Super Mario Brothers and Double Dragon. Hey there, I'm in a bear suit. Aha! I lost track of how many times I've heard aha. Especially over all the times that I've played this game. It'd probably be like heaps and heaps and heaps. How's things going, bear suit? I saw your post in Discord about your experience so far with Tomb Raider. Really got an inside look of Lara's mind, I would say.
Aha. 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 Aha.
Ryu. Oh yes, Mortal Kombat 95 was great, but you do feel Street Fighter 94 was enjoyable. Though you can see a version of the movie that actually is good. You don't think Mortal Kombat needs much fixing? No, by comparison, and even on its own, the Mortal Kombat movie really did a great job at adapting the source material, and they got the tone right as well, and the sort of like aesthetic was done really well too. And I think that was in their favor. Bearsuit, yeah, you certainly did. It's so funny when you see inside a character's head like that and you see the teeth and eyes from the inside out. Things are going well for you. You had a good day and looking forward to only having a really short work week. That's great, dude. That's really, really good. I'm glad to hear that you're going well. And I hope that that short work week goes quickly for you too. And that you enjoy the holidays. Hey there, Not Fry. How's things going, dude? Hey there, Spicy Chicken. How's things? Ryu, Street Fighter would still likely be a JCVD vehicle, but you definitely would aim for more respect for the games. Absolutely. Yeah. I think too, like the backstories and having like Chun-Li be like a news reporter and that, it was kind of like, are you trying to be a little bit like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? You know, having an April O'Neil for the movie. Not Fry, things are fine, thanks. You finished Tomb Raider earlier and started Rise of the Tomb Raider. Great to hear, Not Fry. That's awesome, dude. GG's on finishing Tomb Raider 2013 as well. So, what were your thoughts about it overall? And that's good that you've started the sequel. I think the sequel is really good too. I think it's a great follow up. It's pretty good, Spicy Chicken? Oh, that is good. Good to hear that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Not Fry's pretty good to be honest. You're liking Rise so far as well. Beautiful looking games. Excellent, that's good. Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider, the jump in graphics is definitely really crazy. You know, like they really did a good job at realizing that game and the environments and everything like that too. You also have to keep in mind that Hollywood was still figuring out what to do with video game movies. Super Mario Brothers felt more like an experiment than a legit attempt at adapting the game. Yeah, Ryu, exactly. You know, like, especially too because it started out one way and then during production it got changed into something completely different. And while there is, you know, some kind of room for sci-fi element in Mario Brothers, it's definitely more fantasy based as well. So it's quite weird that they went more technology based. I mean, certainly things related to, you know, the Koopas, technologically wise, you know, it's more sci-fi than fantasy. I mean, you know, like flying actual ships that you would see normally in the ocean actually just flying, you know, in Super Mario Brothers 3, for example. But still, the overall aesthetic is not, you know, sci-fi Blade Runner kind of thing like that movie did. Not Fry, you're like, damn, this is a 2015 game. It looks great. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like that game from 2015, even Assassin's Creed Syndicate as well. Like, um, there's got some really great visuals, and the way that they were able to realize graphics in that year. Mortal Kombat definitely would have been them realizing, okay, if we stick to the games and sell the IP on its own, this could really work. Exactly, you know, it's like there's a certain purity that you want to maintain at the very least. Not right. I think it was around 2014, 2015 when graphics in a lot of games started looking ridiculously realistic. Oh yeah, that's true. It's interesting seeing how much time even just 2 years difference can make as well in a lot of these cases. And I feel like too, partly what goes into it is because there's still people that have the generation of console that might be on its way out. They still need to do versions of games for the people who still have that system as well. And so in that case, having like games that have to be sort of like not dumbed down necessarily, but the graphics sort of have to be balanced. But then when they have free reign to just basically go all out with the next gen, that's when you really see the major difference. Where Street Fighter would have had some of that too, but Capcom and Universal also wanted to prove that video games can be blockbusters with huge names. Back then, game adaptations were a new thing. This also brings you to Tomb Raider in 2001. That one is kind of the approach Street Fighter would have been aiming for by adapting one of the biggest games at the time and having a recognizable face headline in the movie. In Tomb Raider's case, it was Angelina Jolie. That is true, and she was on the back of movies like The Bone Collector as well as oh, what's the name of that movie? Oh, Girl Interrupted as well, which I've never seen, by the way, but she was coming off of the backs of those, and so casting her as Lara Croft was giving them the big name that they needed at the time as well. Not for I laugh myself, that death animation is hilarious. It really, really is, dude. That's the thing too. Like in the original graphics, when Lara dies, there's no sort of like animation after the death has happened. But in the remaster, they actually make her blink before it automatically goes to the load game screen as well. So it's pretty creepy having her dead there and just sort of like she's not 100% dead yet. She's just blinking a few times before actually dying. Spicy chicken, you could really go for a fresh cup of Joe right now. Well, I hope you enjoy it, spicy chicken. What kind of sort of like coffee? Hey there, Zereth. What are you doing online at this time? I don't know. I just woke up and I was already streaming. I just blacked out. I don't know what happened. How's it going, Zereth? Finishing off my Tomb Raider 2 playthrough. Hope things are going well. Not for I imagine if games were still made for PS3 and Xbox 360. Oh yeah, could you imagine the things that they would have to do? Like imagine games like Horizon Zero Dawn or Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PS3. I mean, for Red Dead 2, you would just have to do the graphics like Red Dead 1. Spicy Chicken, you've been thinking about making a post-apocalyptic Hollywood story? Oh, really? So like a story that is set in Hollywood about a post-apocalyptic era that's happened? Yeah, not right. It was so funny when I first noticed that addition to the remastered graphics. I was like, oh shit. Hey there, Jay. No pants, blinking, and dead? Well, Lara does actually have pants on. It's just that her bathrobe isn't actually showing. But yeah, she's got pants on. How's things going, Jay? Spicy chicken, you prefer an unflavored black light roast? Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I need like I can have a coffee without milk in it as long as there's sugar in it. But I prefer coffee with milk. Resident Evil should have gone for the same approach to Mortal Kombat, took by having faith in the IP. Instead, it was closer to Super Mario Brothers in that it wanted to do whatever the fuck it wanted to do with the game. Yeah, the thing about that first Resident Evil movie is before they started doing the sequels and actually including the video game characters, before they actually included them, you could have actually seen the events in that game as happening in the same year as the other events, because let's face it, there's not really too much difference between 1998 technology and 2001 technology. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be until 2005 or 6 when the 2000s really started to show how different they were to the 90s, you know. So I feel like they could have gotten away with setting the first Resident Evil movie in 1998 and just saying that it was happening parallel to the events in the mansion, you know. Would have been interesting to have like the movies be their own separate perspective on things happening, and in the distance you would see things like you would see Nemesis going after Jill, for example, you know. Yeah, I don't get to see you often during my evening. Yeah, dude. Yeah, for these streams of Tomb Raider, I've been doing them earlier my time than my other streams. Sort of like getting in a sneaky playthrough here and there. A few months back, I did it with GTA 3, but I ended up cancelling that playthrough because I was getting sick of the damn game. It was so friggin' annoying. But I did Alien Isolation one time with a no crafting challenge. I did it earlier my time. Shorter streams, you know, about 2.5 hours, maybe 3, here and there. Spicy chicken, yeah, story set in the ruins of Hollywood. Now that would be very interesting as well, because you could have like fictional things that were done in some of the movies before the apocalypse happened that ironically predicted what was going to happen accurately. Thank you very much for leaving the lurk, Zereth. Appreciate it. Spicy chicken, the only idea you have is a group of characters being kidnapped to be forced into a movie performance. You think the idea was inspired by Dead Money? Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting, actually. Especially if the people who are kidnapping the characters have just gone schizo because of the post-apocalyptic aspect. Ryu Doom, that could have gone for Tomb Raider and Street Fighter Approach and it would have worked. However, that movie also strayed away from what made the game so special. Exactly, Ryu. And that first-person sequence, while it might be cool and all, that's not enough to save the movie for me. The rest of it is absolutely terrible. And that one scene doesn't make the movie redeemable. It's like a nice little thing in there as well, but overall, that movie is just basically a Resident Evil clone as well. Completely taking hell and demons and everything out of it was just stupid. Ridiculous idea. So you really started thinking about it when you drew a logo for the Fallout Hollywood game. It was the Fallout title in red and gold with the ruined Hollywood sign behind it. That's actually interesting visuals too, as well. Like I know in the movie Escape from LA, I think there's like I don't know if the Hollywood sign is still intact in that movie or there's something done with it. Thankfully, video game movies have been picking up. Yeah, I think like any genre, you can still have misses, but you can also have hits as well. It just depends on what approach you take and everything. Be interesting to see
Aha.
how that Zelda movie turns out. I would have preferred an animated movie myself, but you never
Aha.
know. It could work in live action. I always envisioned it being, if it was going to be live action, I always envisioned it with the same kind of maturity and approach that the Lord of the Rings movies had. Ryu, not everything is gold, but definitely leagues above what came before. That's true too, yeah. I mean, sometimes you just get the right ingredients happening as well. Spicy chicken, the red and gold comes from the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Oh, I got you now, yeah. Well, that's cool though to think about what kind of like color schemes you want and all that kind of stuff too, and make it relate back to Hollywood. Yeah, the new Mario movie actually turned out well and hugely successful. The Sonic movies did too. The 2021 Mortal Kombat movie was okay, but you could say that it tried harder than Annihilation. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie yet, but while the costumes and everything look great, I don't really know about having fights taking place in mundane locations. Yeah, you don't know what they were thinking with that shit. It's like if you gave some kids the script and said, just go and find any way you can to film these fights. And they were like, okay. And then it's like, let's just go to this barn. That'll be a great scene for a fight, won't it? I mean, you look at Mortal Kombat 3, for example, and yeah, it's set on Earth, but they still managed to find some interesting locations, like a subway that is, still operational, of course, which in and of itself could be considered a bit silly, but I mean to say, a subway, that's an interesting sort of location. If you're going to have like an Earth location. I mean, a street is not that amazing, but still, it's better than a barn or something like that. That's when you know that they did that for budget reasons. It's like, we don't have the budget for anything. We don't even have the budget to build like a completely fake set of some kind of like, temple ruins or something. Something interesting. You a barn like fucking Universal Soldier. I'm all ears. Spice chicken, why not a Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah, have it like one of those or a McDonald's. Pizza Hut. Have Kung Lao grab a pizza off the shelf and just throw it like his hat and cut someone's head off with it. Alright. It's time to face off against the dragon. That's a huge bitch. Alright, final level in which the remaining members of Marco Bartoli's cult will go to Lara's mansion and break in, which is something that happens in the first Tomb Raider movie. It's a big reference to one of the game's events. this is actually the default outfit for this final level, the bathrobe. Yep, this is how you can tell the movie was respecting the game. Exactly, dude, you know, and also having statues that come to life that Lara has to defeat. It's also something else. It's a shame that Lara no longer says, aha, in this final level. I guess she's all out of ahas. And it's for a similar reason too, Ryu, that they're breaking into Lara's mansion. In this game, it's because they want to get the dagger. In the movie, it's because they want to get, I think it's one piece of the triangle that she's after or something. It's been a long time since I saw the movie, so I can't remember the specific thing that they were after. But it was an artifact. Or part of an artifact anyway.
Don't you think you've seen enough?
A great way to punctuate my Bathrobe Lara playthrough. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this playthrough, is to play even more into that ending there where Lara's like, don't you think you've seen enough? Essentially making fun of players at the time who were expecting to see Lara strip nude and get in the shower. Like that was going to happen in a video game. I mean, you know, in the Witcher games, yeah, but that was later. Like, this is 1997 when this game came out. But yeah, that is the end of the Bathrobe Lara meme playthrough. You're also getting Scarface vibes with how this last level is one big mansion shootout. That's a good call, actually, yeah. Especially too when you look at the layout. Yeah, Jane, Spicy Chicken. That's such a classic, funny ending to the game. Jay, we're internet nerds. We've never seen enough. Well, Lara's got a shotgun in that case. But yeah, there ends the meme run. With the remastered version, the outfits you unlock, you can have them across all three of the games in this trilogy. So it's not just for Tomb Raider 2 that you can have Lara wear the bathrobe outfit. You have to finish the game at least once, and it doesn't matter which one it is. You can finish Tomb Raider 1 or 2 or 3 in the remaster, but once you've finished one of them, you'll unlock the ability to change Lara's outfit to a few different choices, and also toggle whether she has sunglasses on or not. Ryu, Dalsim dancing to this tune. There we go. So that's that playthrough done. Not that I'm worried about the statistics, but there's the statistics anyway. The game records it at 9 hours, 36 minutes, and 23 seconds. Didn't worry about getting secrets, as you can see, because I found 0. Well, technically I found some, but I didn't collect them, so the game doesn't count them as found until you collect them. Alrighty then. I want to thank everyone for watching this stream. I really appreciate it. It was fun to do. The next stream that you'll see from me will be Assassin's Creed Syndicate. That'll be my scheduled stream for today. However, I'm going to take a long break before I get to that game though. I'll start around my usual time as well. Current time for me at the moment is this. So it's almost 2 p.m. here. So I think I'll start in an hour and 40 minutes with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Catch you next time, Spicy Chicken. All the best with your idea as well. Hey there, Sona. See you next time, Sona. Hope things are going well. And that's the current schedule. Monday to Thursdays, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. On Friday, Hellblade 2. And on the weekends, going to be doing Watch Dogs and the Bad Blood DLC as well. Going to do a playthrough which is just basic Aiden / T-Bone. T-Bone is the nickname of Ray Kenny, who you play as in the DLC. You also meet him in the main game as well. But that'll be the weekend playthrough. I felt like doing a playthrough of that game, just in the mood. And so I thought I may as well do a challenge run with it as well. So won't be able to get like skill upgrades and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that have to go without. But that's all good. That's part of the fun. Thank you once again to everyone for watching. I'll be back in an hour and 40 minutes. Before I end, I'd like to give some shout outs. Would definitely like to recommend people check out Hey It's Jay. Been doing Dragon Quest 3, the HD 2D remake. I'm in a Bear Suit has been doing The Last of Us Part 1. And Lone Star has been doing GTA 5 and also GTA Online as well. Absolutely, Ryu. Definitely will. Catch you later on. That's okay, Lone, for the shout out and for the stream as well, dude. No worries. Hope that things are going well. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and I'll be back in 1 hour and 40 minutes with Assassin's Creed Syndicate for my scheduled game. Catch you soon, Lone. Absolutely.